let's continue. We got a few more games to talk about. And let's start this one. West Ham United 3, Chelsea 2. Oh my God, this one got the Chelsea fans rattled like a pair of maracas. I'm telling you. You know, like a baby trying to comfort itself with a rattler, just shaking it? That's how the Chelsea fans felt after this game. Because goddamn, West Ham United, they beat Liverpool 3-2 as well and beat Chelsea 3-2, but did fail to beat City in the league, which is a great thing, right? Great thing. Knock Chelsea off the top of the freaking table. As a Man City fan, I gotta say, West Ham, thank you. We should not be ungrateful as a people. We shouldn't. We should be thankful, and we should actually verbalize it. Don't be ungrateful. West Ham, David Moyes, thanks. Thank you. People keep thinking I have this agenda against Chelsea. I ain't got no agenda against Chelsea. What you want me to do? You think I should want Chelsea to win all the time? Come on, man. It's a rival. They're a rival. You feel me? They got a little win in the Champions League and got back up on the high horse there. You feel me? And I don't like that. That's why I'm still pissed off at Pep Guardiola. Should have won the Champions League, man. We should have got a Champions League. Tuchel shouldn't have got no Champions League. Anyways. Lanzini, Diop in for West Ham. 3-4-3 formation. Chelsea make changes too with Ziyech, Jorginho, Thiago Silva, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Reece James all coming back into the team. First 30 minutes or so, very cagey. Both teams scrapping it out. Nothing really to talk about. But 38 minute or so, well, 28 minute. I wrote down the 38 minute, but it was a 28 minute. Thiago Silva with the goal. Mason Mount corner. Thiago Silva heads in. Chelsea a goal to nil. So they had the lead. Didn't hold on to the lead with Manuel Lanzini scoring a penalty in the 40th minute there. Jorginho. We got to talk about Jorginho, who placed third in the Ballon d'Or ranking, right? I don't know how that happened. I really don't know. I know Chelsea won the Champions League and then Italy won the Euros, but you ain't going to go give Jorginho a third place on a damn Ballon d'Or, man. And look, it's coming to light. It's coming to light that Jorginho ain't all that. He's a highly rated player, and I can't seem to comprehend, though. Mistake against United, right? And it's ever since Jorginho made that mistake that United have gotten this confidence, this newfound confidence. You see what I mean? And it's Jorginho's fault. If United do go on to get Champions League football at the end of the season or even fight for the title or something like that, because you never know, blame Jorginho, man. Gotta blame him. Blame Jorginho. If Chelsea does not win the title, blame Jorginho, man. I'm telling you guys, missing penalties, giving away goals. That was a horrible back pass there. And Edward Mendy, bro, you're the other one. Why you didn't clear the ball? You got to clear the ball. You had numerous opportunities to clear the ball. You didn't clear the ball, but you got to give it to Jared Bowen, who stayed switched on, stayed on his toes, intercepted, and put Chelsea under a lot of pressure there. Got taken down by Mendy. And bam, Lanzini stepped up, put it into the back of the net there. And I'm glad they actually had Lanzini to take the penalty because they don't really have a lot of good penalty takers, if you ask me. And West Ham back on level terms. But 4 minutes later, they did allow Mason Mount to get in and score another brilliant goal. Rice give away in the midfield. Chelsea counter fast. Ziyech gets it on the left and puts it on a silver platter for Mason Mount, a golden platter, or whatever metal you want the platter to be made of. It's up to you, right? It's up to you and whatever platter you want to imagine. Let's just go with silver. But that was a brilliant volley, though, to beat Fabianski, who I think was still airbound and couldn't really adjust himself to save that right into the near post, man. And you know what they say? That's a sin. That's a carnal sin for a goalkeeper to allow goals at the near post. So, look, both teams had to deal with some injury problems. Havertz and Zuma, they had a 50-50 challenge, and both players ended up having to go off with Havertz at the beginning of the second half and Zuma a bit later, but Ben Johnson had to be subbed off injured as well, where the game's hero, Arthur Masuaku, very stylish Congolese player, came on and did the thing. Lukaku came off the bench. The other question is, why is a fit Lukaku on the bench? You see what I'm saying? That's a question I have there for Thomas Tuchel, and the question I have for Chelsea fans. What is going on with your big money man, Lukaku? You see what I'm saying? We got to talk about this. We got to talk about Romelu Lukaku. We're not going to let him slide like that. We won't. Not because he got injured and he was missing for some games, but along with the games that he missed, the games that he played in, he has not been scoring, guys. He's made 10 Premier League appearances. He scored 3 goals, and those 3 goals came in his first 3 appearances, right? 1 against Arsenal, 2 against Villa. And in the 4 after that, no goals, and he played 90, and 77 minutes. He then missed 4 matches, and then he's been available for 3 more, where he's come off the bench for all the games, and he has not scored, right? So this is now 7 games, 7 matches in the Premier League that he hasn't scored, and he has featured in, and the 4 that he missed. So make that 11, and you could talk the Champions League matches as well, right? Lukaku, you got to step it up, bro. You got to step it up. Or it could be another flop time at Chelsea. Seriously. And all this is what contributes to Chelsea losing to West Ham United. All of that. Well, Lukaku is not, he's not getting the service. He ain't getting the service, and he's not creating the magic by himself. You feel me? Am I on point with that one? Because I want to be on point here. The goal by Jared Bowen to equalize after Chelsea had gone up. Chelsea's in the lead, you know. They're in the lead. 2-1, halftime. But West Ham, we know they're a very ambitious team. They mean business. They come out smoking in the second half there. And you know they say where there's smoke, there's fire. And Jared Bowen definitely on fire. And the commentator was just talking about the fact that West Ham needs to try something different and put a ball in behind Chelsea's defense just to see how they would cope with it. And that is exactly what they did. Long ball came down. Chelsea didn't deal with it properly. Fell nicely to Antonio, who cushioned it down to Kufal, who teed up Bowen, who hit it from distance, from an angle to beat Mendy. Fair enough that Mendy was blocked a bit, but still, brilliant stuff. 2-2. The part of the game that I don't also get with Tuchel, right, is I know you want to win games. There's pressure at the top of the table. Liverpool, City, pressure in Chelsea, right? But it's the approach that Tuchel took after the equalizer. It's like he's saying, by all means, I want to win this game still. I'm not going to have the state of mind where I want to actually say, okay, you know what? Let me give some respect to this West Ham team. They're at home. I think a point is going to do it. You see what I mean? He took off Ziyech, brought on Callum Hudson-Odoi. It's an offensive substitute. And then former Chelsea man Kurt Zouma pulled up injured. He was struggling with injury throughout the game, and he was taken off. But what I also like about what David Moyes did is that he did not actually bring in a defensive sub. He brought on Pablo Fornals to replace him. And he tweaked the formation as well, and it worked. So you gotta give the credit there to David Moyes. Bad news for Zouma. He could be out for a long time, along with Angelo Agbana. So, which means that they're now left with two fit defenders, Issa Diop, Craig Dawson. Kufal may have to slot in if they use three at the back. But this is also a sign that West Ham United could also look to go in for a defender, maybe on loan in January, or even to buy a defender to bolster their team. Think about it. Chelsea, they took off Alonso, brought on Pulisic, but from what I understand is that Alonso and Reece James, they aren't really looked at as defenders. They really seen as midfielders by Thomas Tuchel. So, yeah, it's fair that you bring on another attacking player, right? Pulisic, you're going for the win, right? But it still could be criticized for a move like that. Where with an Alonso, you know you would have a bit more defensive help. Even though he's not the best defensively, pretty sure he's better than Christian Pulisic, right? And he'll help out more than Christian Pulisic. It just showed me how badly Chelsea needed the win. And I think them going for the win so hard, it kind of left them very, very open at the back. And West Ham began to really buzz. 75th minute chance. Antonio square to Bowen. And he didn't really hit it properly and he put it wide. And then another very good substitution made by David Moyes in the 85th minute when he brought on Said Benrahma. Took off Lanzini. So with Benrahma, what you're going to get is more hold-up play, more creativity as well. And he is also very good on the dead ball. And everything that David Moyes did, it just paid dividends, man. It just did. Caught Chelsea on a quick break. Antonio almost got in behind, but Christensen, good work to put it out for a throw. And the fact that Chelsea was so far up the field, Antonio was just rushing to take the throw. Masuaku came down, take the throw in really quick. A quick 1-2 between those two players, and before Chelsea could really get men back and everything, Masuaku was looking for a cross into the box and in turn hit it so sweetly. And that's a fluke goal. Let's not get it misconstrued. That goal was a total fluke. Total fluke. Antonio credited with the assist. And I was at work watching this game and I almost lost it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? What? I couldn't believe what I have just seen. And at that moment, I knew that Chelsea couldn't win the game anymore. Even if they came back and they drew, yeah. City would have loved that. Liverpool would have loved that. And, you know what I'm saying? I was like, God damn. Chelsea, shell-shocked. Literally shell-shocked here. That's the perfect word. Shell-shocked, rattled, stunned by West Ham United. Got to give it to West Ham, man. They're going to do something big this season. I hope they get the Champions League place or win the Europa League or something, because they're one exciting unit. Happy for David Moyes as well, man. You see what I mean? And his story just shows you that you got to keep going. You got to keep it going. You might just hit goal one day, and he's definitely hitting goal with this West Ham team. But one thing they have to worry about is the injuries that's piling up in the squad at the moment. But they do have a deep squad. They have to use the players they have available. But the thing is, they're getting the injuries in areas where they're not very, 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 very deep. They have some cover, like in the fullback positions and in the center back positions, but now with two of your senior center backs out, you're left with none. So now could also be a good time to look at your reserves, look at the academy, and take the best player, bring that said player into the setup, and there you go. There you go. Star could be born there. But quality stuff by West Ham. Bubbly. Definitely. You know what I'm talking about. A lot of bubbles at the London Stadium there. And to win a derby here against Chelsea, brilliant. I predicted a 2-2 draw. West Ham did one better and won the game. Where does Chelsea go from here, man? Where does Chelsea go from here? I think they put themselves in a very, very precarious position. And the reason I'm saying that is because I've been preaching and I've been talking about the fact that you absolutely cannot allow Manchester City to go on top of the table with the games that they have coming up in December. You see what's been going on. Won every game in November and already winning games in December. And this mad run could keep going where Chelsea could drop a point here, drop a point there. And by the time you look, City are 8 points ahead. And there's no catching. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So for Chelsea, they're third. This win for West Ham was big. The loss for Chelsea was catastrophic because a win would have kept them on top of the table, of course, with a point ahead of City. Still psychological, advantage there. But now they're freaking 2 points behind City and a point behind Liverpool, right? The next game coming up, Leeds United, Everton, Wolves. Manageable teams. Manageable. But if we've learned anything recently, Chelsea drew to Burnley. You see what I mean? They drew to Burnley and West Ham and Man United, who Man United weren't even in good form, and they picked points. They picked points. So let's say across the last 5 Premier League games, it's not looking good for Chelsea at all, where they've only won 2, drew 2, and lost 1. This has been their worst period so far this season. First 10 games, almost perfect. The last 5, horrendous. For West Ham United, all praise go to them. They play Dinamo Zagreb this Thursday. They have already qualified for the round of 16 of the Europa League. Then they got Burnley, Arsenal, Norwich, Southampton, Watford, Crystal. Listen. West Ham are doing something big this season. And I'm not going to say I told you so. You all know that. You definitely know that. Guys, talk to me.